Three treatments I would never do as a hair loss specialist are biotin, Nutrafol, and rosemary oil. With biotin or vitamin B7, this is something that has been passed down from generation to generation, that there's a correlation between hair loss and low biotin. That is actually not the case. It's very rare for us in this country to have a biotin deficiency. We also have to remember that biotin is proven for someone who has brittle nails. If someone needs better nail health or nail growth, that actually has science behind it. But after all these decades of people assuming the biotin actually helps hair, there really isn't any clinical evidence. So that is something that we should throw in the trash. The second thing is Nutrafol. Nutrafol has done an amazing job with their branding and their packaging, but we also need to know that it is a supplement. Supplements are not regulated by the FDA. What that means is the FDA treats every supplement as food and not as a drug. So all pre-market claims and all quality control testing are performed by the company themselves. When we actually know how to read labels and we look at Nutrafol, it does have a slew of vitamins and minerals, and then they claim to have a proprietary blend formula. To me, that's pretty shady when they're not telling us what that proprietary blend is. And the other issue is, since there's no quality control, there is a risk that the dosages will be off. For example, if I bought 3 bottles of any supplement, not just Nutrafol, and I got them tested, there is a very good chance that the actual dosage of each ingredient is going to be different from bottle to bottle. And what I see more times in a week that makes me frightened about using this supplement is that a lot of men and women end up having vitamin and mineral toxicities. So if you're taking Nutrafol and you're getting your vitamins and minerals from food and you're taking a multivitamin, your toxicity levels of certain minerals can go up as well as vitamins. What I often see with Nutrafol by itself is selenium. Selenium is an element that we do need for hair, but there's a fine line. If we go too high, it can actually cause stress-induced shedding. So everybody that comes to my office, I always check a selenium level. And what seems to be very, very common is that when someone is on Nutrafol, their selenium levels are quite high. The third thing is when we talk about biotin and Nutrafol, if you don't have a vitamin deficiency, you don't need a supplement. Supplements are assistants. So the first step should be go to a qualified doctor, see what your cause of hair loss is. And if they're checking your vitamins and minerals and you have deficiencies, you buy the supplement that is specific to the deficiency you have instead of buying these multivitamins. When you're looking for any supplement, you always want to make sure that they're third-party certified. That way you know that what it says on the label is actually inside your bottles. The 2 third-party companies that I will recommend is USP or United States Pharmacopeia or NSF. NSF tends to do more sports-related supplements, but you can't go wrong as long as you see the USP or the NSF symbol. Lastly, I'm not a big fan of rosemary oil today. My opinion may change in the future, but we should never base effectiveness of a treatment based on one study with a small subset of patients. The study was 100 patients, 50 were using rosemary oil twice a day, 50 patients were using the lowest dose minoxidil, which is 2%, and the study only lasted 6 months. That to me does not give me enough evidence to say that that study proves that rosemary oil is at the same level of minoxidil, especially 5% minoxidil. So those are the 3 that I would never touch.